Hi, my name is Kristina Banholzer. I'm a professional photographer, and for the next 4 minutes I'm going to show you how to take pictures of seafood. I'm here on behalf of From Ports to Plates. This project is designed to promote Welsh seafood. We're so lucky to be surrounded by sea, which produces seafood of the highest quality to us. In this workshop, we'll be focusing on lighting. Light is going to be what makes your photo stand out. In this workshop, I'll show you 2 different light setups. First being the dark one, the second one being a lighter one. First thing I would recommend you do is you walk around your house and look for the perfect window. The techniques I'm going to show you are by using natural light, so it's completely free. Make sure you know which windows around the house work best for you. With this setup, this is going to be the slightly darker one. So I've come here next to the window. I would recommend that you place your table relatively close to the window, not too close, and make sure that there's no direct sunlight coming in. Too much light is not good. We're looking to be shooting when the sun isn't beaming through the window, but a top tip for you, if you do shoot in beaming sunlight, then I would put maybe a foil or a sheet or something over the window just to soften the light that's coming in. First thing we do is we switch all of the artificial lights off. Then we can get to work. So what we have to do is imagine that this window is like one big lamp. We need to really hone in on which parts of the food is being highlighted by the natural light. I would maybe place down your seafood, either walk around the table or move the object around just to see which parts of the food needs to be highlighted. Always start with your focal point. The focal point in this picture is the lobster. If I wanted to go even more specific, I could maybe say that the head and the claw here is the focal point and what I'm going to be concentrating on in the picture. Here is a diagram that I use often when I photograph food. It should help you with knowing where to place the light. By using the diagram, I usually look at the 12 o'clock point as the backlight. So I would photograph from this direction with the lamp or the light just behind the food. For the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock sections, this is to side light something. So we're using the lamp on the side of the food and lighting all the way down the side just to get some nice shadows on the other side. And then the 6 o'clock part of the diagram means that we're using the light as the lamp to photograph from the front. So here is an image of the lobster while it's being backlit using the diagram at the 12 o'clock mark. As you can see here, the light is hitting certain points of the lobster, but because our light isn't bright enough, it doesn't quite light the whole picture. This is the side lit option. We can use this to make the picture look really dramatic. So as we can see, we've got some lovely shadows on one side and we can see the lobster's texture on the other. If you're not so keen on the shadows, then we can use a piece of white card or paper and we can reflect the light back by placing the paper just here. What we're doing is we're using the light to create a really dramatic effect on the food. And finally, this is the 6 o'clock option, which is the full front lit photo. Here we have used the lights from the window to light the whole lobster so we can see absolutely everything. It is very popular to use dim lighting in food photography these days, and here is how we can achieve this effect. We need to be using our window, we need to place the table near the window and set our food out. You need to then place your food in the way that you think the light's hitting it best, and then you need to change your camera settings. You can do this on your phone or your camera. You need to change the exposure, and I'll show you how to do that on your phone. To change your exposure means to make your photo darker or brighter. A top tip for you, I always try to make my photos slightly too dark, so when I go to edit them, I can brighten them after. Here is a photo that is too bright. And here is a photo that is too dark. And here is a photo that is perfectly exposed. If you want your photos to have a bit more of a bright, fresh look, all you need to do is come to a brighter part of the house. This means my picture is going to be much fresher because I've got the skylight above me, I've got the French doors here, which means I don't really need to play around with the light at all. So to summarise, what you need to do to get the perfect light is find your go-to window in the house. You need to know what time of day you need to be shooting, what angle you're shooting from, and the best way to do that is just to try different things. Move everything, move yourself, and as soon as you know where that light is, then use it. Thanks for watching, and I really hope you've learned something about taking pictures of seafood. If you want to know more about seafood, or want the odd recipe, then head over to Port to Plate social media. They are on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter under @Port to Plate. Thanks for watching.